Good morning, Ian. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Dylan?
Well, I'm very good, thank you. So we did a recorded conversation, I guess about 5 months ago, 4 months ago or something.
Yeah, 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, after you signed up to Intanify, and you've had some pretty busy outcomes since. So really wanted to ask just a couple questions on that. So just as a reminder, why did you sign up for Intanify?
Okay, so we were part of the scale-up government scheme where we bring in advisors from them. We were looking at doing a fundraise at the time, and they advised us it would be very useful to have an IP assessment on the company. They introduced us to Intanify, and we were very pleased with the overall system. We checked you guys out. We saw that who you're aligned with. We felt very comfortable. Once we had got the initial report, and Intanify had also advised us that a number of the banks will be interested gearing up based on the IP valuation, which was significantly higher than they thought it was. We put our fundraise round on hold. We went to the banking recommendations. We did a deal with, and it's no secret because a press release is going out with HSBC. And on the back of that, the fundraise was a smaller fundraise. So it was a combination of debt and equity, which meant that we had to issue less stock. So overall, it was an excellent event for us, and it was much less dilutive than we had initially planned.
Cool, that's great. And dilution counts for so much. So yeah, well, look, that's really good. That kind of answered all the questions in one. But how did Intanify actually help? So you started off to raise money. Intanify helped you assess all of your assets, put a value on them. How did that actually help with your initial raising of money?
Okay, so again, we actually brought the bank in first. So we wanted to make sure that we had a bank before we defined how much we were raising from pure equity. And by having the report, which I can't say it made the end decision because it was one of the overall aspects of the company, but it went into the data room. It was a significant valuation, and I personally believe it helped significantly on the bank initially.
Yeah.
They saw the assets there, they saw the trademarks, and they saw the rights that we had, and not only the tangible but also the intangible IP assets. And when we went on to the fund round itself, again, they had sight of the valuation, and it can only have done us good, and it helped us actually get the valuation higher than we had anticipated. So all in all, we're very, very pleased with the whole of the transaction and working with Intanify, because it actually made a big difference. Again, it's very hard to say what percentage, but it definitely helped.
Cool. Well, thanks, Ian. And is it fair to say, I don't think debt had been considered an option so much before you did the Intanify process. You were initially going to raise money, and then having been through the assessments, it was surfaced the fact that you probably had assets that a bank would probably lend against. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I've got to say, I'm an old timer. I've been around the block for many years, and to me, it opened my eyes that intangible assets, IP assets, could actually be used for security for a bank, and the bank would take that into consideration. Without Intanify and the report and the valuation, that it not only did it educate us, but it gave us something tangible to put in front of a bank on the report. And yeah, we would not consider it in debt at that time at all, because we didn't think we had the asset base. So this added significantly to the asset base of the company.
Well, it's you've got a lot more experience than many of us, but it's got nothing to do with that because this is a relatively new thing, and banks like HSBC are extremely forward-thinking, and so this is cutting edge. And I guess as a very cutting-edge company, Audiebant is a very worthy recipient that cutting edge funding. So yeah,
Well, thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
At
cool.
the end of the
Sure.
day, I thought, what you don't know, you don't know, and it was an education process for us, which was really useful, and we had a tangible outcome.
Cool. Well, Ian, thank you so much. We're glad that you've continued to use Intanify after your process, and so we look forward to being a long-term partner and watching you generate a lot more value.
Can I just also add on that you offer a service where I think we pay a monthly little fee, but we can keep all the IP information in one area, which you manage for us. I found that invaluable. So as we build the data room, we carry on using your system, which is an online system, to keep our documentation, and as we do new things, we add into there, which is very, very helpful for us. So thanks to that also.
Oh, cool. Good. I'm glad you found that useful. All right, Ian. Well, good luck with the rest of the day, and we will look forward to keeping in touch.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Cool.